Peace. Yeah. Think fast. Some things you gotta let the universe take care of for you. Some things may be too overwhelming for you to try to, take care of physically. So you let source take care of it. And I think about things where like past due balances are things that I had where, with a phone bill or something where I switch phone bills or dealing with Sally Mae and financial aid. And it's not that I'm like dodging these situations like I'm just never gonna, you know what I'm saying? Which in essence though, I feel like this when as I'm manifesting the abundance. Oh yeah, I have no problem paying for it, but is when the time is right. That's when you know what I'm saying? And the timing, is just not linking up for me right now to, worry about paying the money back, you know what I'm saying? So I just focus on the things that I can. Matter of fact, focus on building the empire. I could say, for instance, instead of focusing on that, I stay in alignment and worry about my YouTube channel and get my YouTube channel, my jewelry, building up my brand in order to, accumulate abundance. And then I could use that abundance to pay them. You know what I'm saying? So instead of, because if I sit around and be like, oh man, I owe Sally me $10,000. Like, man, well, and then you go into getting into that mode of thinking and where it's gonna come from and this and that, and then it just pulls you down. And and this and this somewhat speaking for myself. I mean, in most cases, for all of us, though, if we go to dwell in those type of thoughts, we get pulled down. But I know myself, I just rather stay away from getting pulled into those type of thoughts because I don't want to have to fight my way out of that. You know what I'm saying? I rather just let that be, let source allow situations to come to me that could, accumulate the abundance to pay the situation instead of sitting there dwelling and trying to find out physical ways of doing it. I just worry about what's building, you know, the greater abundance in my situation, and I just let that come to me. I think about too when I had the accident with my dad's car with the Cadillac where, it got hit in the front and it was like the how much I was gonna have to pay for it was, basically just way too much, it was like and at that point I'm early in my law of attraction stages, so as much as I would have liked for all the money to just what I'm saying, appear at once, I wasn't that far along. I'm still learning right now as far as dealing with the law of attraction, but it was gonna create too much resistance trying to, focus on how I'm gonna get this money. Let me work every day, and it was just gonna take me out of alignment. You know what I'm saying? While I'm again building a YouTube channel, dealing with things that I need to stay in alignment to deal with in order to bring, a bigger picture of abundance, into the situation. So again, dealing with myself and the certain examples in my situation, that's how I rather, deal with it. And I feel like most people would find this, more of a easier way of dealing with things. Because it's also too like if you got like a big list of things to do, like if I gotta, you know, like right now, right, I gotta make a YouTube video, I gotta do this jewelry, I gotta go to the bank and check on this, I gotta call so and so and network on this situation, I gotta, and there's a bunch of things. And if you think about them all at once, it could get overwhelming, but you gotta focus on what's what's what you could do while still being in alignment, and what's not say what you could do to keep yourself, well, vice versa, like what tasks you're gonna do that you're gonna be happy about doing, that's gonna allow you to stay in alignment while doing it, you know what I'm saying? And pick the one that feels most important to you in your heart, in that moment. So, you instead of just overwhelming yourself looking at like the vastness of, oh man, I gotta do all these things, yeah, you write your little list and you're like, all right, which one, I feel like I won't be, what I'm saying? Like I won't be overexerting myself for. And then, you look at it, all right, uh, going to the bank today. I could do that. I'm in the vibration for that today. And then, and then matter of fact, and you could even, even announce, and affirm to source, like source, I'm gonna take care of this physically. Could you give me a little helping hand with all the other things I'm trying to manifest? Could you put those little pieces in place, what I'm saying, while I'm working on this, put those pieces in place and the other things I'm trying to work on so when I come to it, it could be easy. If not, if you don't, manifest it and take care of it, what I'm saying, on its own, whether source take care of the situation before you could even put a physical hand on it. And two, you realize, and that, like I say, that's why it works for me, because I see the efficiency in just focusing on what's going to allow me to be in alignment, but still, do some physical work and working towards what I'm trying to get done. Because not only I'm working on something, so I'm being in the now. And when you're in the moment, when you're in the now, that's when everything else start really, really manifesting and building up, like, cause it's that asking and then that art of asking and then getting in the receptive mode, which is just being in the moment and allowing, not thinking about, so while I'm doing one task, I'm focused on that task and I'm not thinking about the other ones, and cause I'm not thinking about the other ones is allowing that energy in my vortex to, take care of those tasks, so it's kind of like this terminology. I be trying to look for a different terminology of not killing two birds with one stone. We don't want to kill the birds. We don't want to kill her. want to give two fish life with one drop of water. That's what it's called. But it's getting a multitude of things. Done in essence by just taking one simple path. It's about that lie about hard work and this and that. Of course, it takes some physical work. Especially because we're not at that stage just yet of where we just like manifesting on that high level like that, but we getting there, what I'm saying. But you got to put some some type of physical work out there, but without having to overexert yourself or quote unquote work hard. Take the path the least resistance. So so with your list, take the task of least resistance basically. That sums it up in the best words. Take the task of least resistance. Whatever task in the moment you feel like you could handle, that you like, all right, I'm gonna be in alignment with this. I could do this, and I'm gonna feel good doing this because all right, because I wanted to take care of it. Something I feel, blah, blah, and go with the flow and take care of it. But yeah, it's just certain things that, you know, again, this is my advice to y'all, but it's just what works good for me. You know what I'm saying? It's just focusing on certain tasks and allowing source to, take care of other tasks. You know what I'm saying? Take care of, or at least work on it until I could put a physical hand on it. And that way things just work out easier, help you practice the law of attraction as far as staying in alignment, and you actually get to still be hands on but allow some things to come to you, so it provides like a little balance and efficiency to, dealing with the situation. So but this is a think fast, but again, don't overwork yourself. You know, so it's like it's almost like how like where fruits they there to be eaten. Like like where that analogy I brought up where you gotta if if it was made to where everybody could be a breatharian and the fruits wouldn't have their purpose, you know what I'm saying? The fruits are, here to provide nutrients, that's why it comes from a tree that could keep replenishing, you know what I'm saying? But, the same thing with source, source wants us to use, our abilities to manifest things without having to, you know, do all the physical, work. So use that ability, hone in on that ability, sharpen that sword, build up that skill set, cause so it's like, that's what I put you here for, to have fun, manifest things, experience and learn, and and use your abilities, quote unquote God-given abilities, figuratively and not say figuratively, but how the little saying go, God-given abilities, but it is a reality. Use it. With peace, happy now. Now is to vibrate, not going too far in the future, not going too, can't go too far in the past. Right now.